This call to action by the UN Secretary General provides inspiration for Eastern African Fine Coffees Association EAFCA's project tagged Sisters in Coffee. The Sisters in Coffee project's main objective is to provide a voice for women on issues affecting coffee production in the region on a journey to economic empowerment. EAFCA partners with Compete, work towards enhancing economic growth and food security in Eastern and Central Africa by stimulating increased trade and competitiveness in both regional and global markets. To achieve this, Compete aims at increasing smallholder farmer access to commercial markets and also building capacity in local markets to make them more competitive, which will increase trade in regional and global markets and help reduce poverty in the region. The project recognizes and celebrates the women who have stood out as role models in the various countries and also seeks for avenues to overcome the challenges. From time immemorial, women have been the backbone of the coffee industry by providing 60 to 80% of the labor required in the production of coffee. Unfortunately, the monetary rewards from coffee have been enjoyed by their male counterparts who only come in at the end of the coffee chain to collect the payments from the coffee harvested. This and many cultural and societal obstacles are limiting women's advancement in the sector. Land and resource allocation is probably one of the biggest obstacles to women productivity. Sarah Ntulume in Uganda, Fatima Faraj in Arusha, Tanzania are some of the lucky women to solely own or co-own farms with their husbands. Other women have taken up managerial roles on the various farms, but the bulk of the women are still at the bottom of the coffee chain, preparing the fields, planting the coffee stalks, tending the trees, sorting the berries, and carrying these heavy loads to the washing stations. Other obstacles include low levels of education, which limits access to information on various aspects of coffee, and also health and nutritional information that will be beneficial to women and their families. In Rwanda, the women are still suffering the effects of the genocide, as many have been left widowed or have had their husbands imprisoned for genocide-related crimes. This has left them helpless with no farmland, but with a huge responsibility to look after their children. These and many other natural, cultural, and institutional obstacles are far from being addressed in the present situations, and yet are fundamental factors that would provide the initial support that women need to move forward. Despite all the above, women have embraced the challenges and made progress, some on their own and others as a group.
Finca Estate, the name was found when we came here as Finca Estate. We carried it on. That was in 1973.
Fatima has been in the coffee growing business since 1974. To date, her coffee farm stands as an example to many women in Africa on how to guard against climatic hazards and also supplement what Mother Nature has to offer. Since water is very vital in the maturity and ripening of coffee, reliance on climate presents a risk to coffee yields in the times when the rains or sunshine do not come at the expected times. This water hydrant ensures constant supply of water to the farm and to her house.
So
a farmer, you have to have a lot of water. If you don't, then you put a small drum water collection.
To protect her farm from soil erosion, Fatima Faraji has constructed 2 dams on her farm to act as a water catchment in case of heavy rains and a reservoir for irrigation. The dams were constructed in 2007 when the El Nino rains threatened to destroy her farm. There are contours constructed down the slope at the farm also to prevent soil erosion.
The contours, they stop erosion.
Okay. To the coffee.
Mama Faraji has also taken on the Takri coffee variety, which has proved to be disease-resistant and also ensures the usage of only 50% of the chemical required for the growth of the cycle of coffee. Over time, she is replacing the old shoots with the new variety plant. In Rwanda, the government liberalized trade in coffee, and as a result, women have enrolled in coffee associations that are being supported by the government's post-genocide restructuring program. These women have similar backgrounds and are linked together by the same obstacles. Many of them are widowed, while others have had their husbands imprisoned for genocide-related crimes. The associations present opportunities for them to earn a living and to be able to support their families and children. Women's Special is a brand of coffee that is fetching a high premium on the world market today. This brand is exclusively nurtured by women working together with the Rwanda Coffee Authority. The premiums are passed on to the women, and some money is set aside for other health and nutritional programs.
We marketed this coffee as special coffee. The brand was Women Special, and it fetched special premiums because of the story behind it. And from there onwards, we rolled on the idea to all other cooperatives, and we are now from 1 cooperative to 9. We started exporting close to 20 bags, rose to 40, and come this year we have exported a full load container of 19,200. That's 320 bags of export quality at a premium of $4.5 FOT per kilogram in Kigali. And those extra premiums, as opposed to the $3 premium price for 1 kilogram of the normal coffee. And those premiums are the ones that we have used to give back to the ladies, and they have formed small associations within the cooperatives to really champion the story of women coffee.
Reconciliation is a socially sensitive issue in Rwanda, and it's only through these associations that women are taught about the power of forgiveness.
In coffee, the woman has always done the donkey work. You know, she prepares the farm, she picks the coffee, she takes it home, she pulps it, and then all the process, she ferments it, washes it, she has to make sure that it is dry, she does everything. And as far as coffee preparation is concerned, she does all the work. And then at the end of the day, the man takes the money.
Women need to be the principal targets for specific programs to enlighten them that the gains they get from coffee must be commensurate with the large role they play in its primary production, but with the active involvement of their partners. By this, women are not demanding a forceful revolution. It is more along the lines that their husbands should be brought in to see the long-term benefit of couples and respectfully engage each other when planning for the coffee gains. And Haji Badru, the manager of Busanyi Farm in Mityana, concurred with the women.
Also use women to hand pick, because they pick the green from the red. Though men can help just in carrying and supplying, but mostly women picks the coffee.
What happens to the coffee farms when the coffee is out of season? Well, some will sit back and wait for the next season to come by, while some have exploited the possibilities beyond the coffee premium.
We are rolling out a program of off-peak season activities like vegetable growing, handcraft making, and we are also rolling up programs of social welfare awareness programs, antenatal clinics, AIDS awareness, nutritional programs, and others. All those are the programs that we are trying to roll on now.
The women in Rwanda are encouraged to engage in economic generating activities to keep them occupied when the coffee is out of season. They are encouraged to take on horticulture and poultry farming to supplement their household incomes. Sarah Ntulume in Uganda has also embraced poultry and piggery and has taken on fish farming as well. Alongside coffee, Sarah and her husband have raised enough money and are able to educate their eldest son, who is now studying to become an engineer. Mama Faraj, on the other hand, has taken diversification to another level. She says that animal husbandry, horticulture, beekeeping and cheese making are some of the activities that women can engage in to earn extra income when the coffee is out of season. She has taken on training courses in all the above areas and she appreciates the importance of training. Animal husbandry provides milk and other dairy products that can be sold for extra income.
So in the morning, they work together. They milk, they clean, one grazes, another one continues cleaning up, putting the food ready. When they come back, they eat. 5 o'clock, they go for milk. During milking, each one knows that we are milking only 3 there. Each one knows who is first, so they line up.
For a small-scale farmer who has cows and coffee, a biogas plant will complement your energy needs on the farm, and the residue can be used as manure for the plantation. A minimum of 3 cows are sufficient to feed the biogas system every day to keep a constant supply of energy.
It's too strong because the pipe is...
Patricia R. Francis, Executive Director of International Trade Center, says women make up the majority of the world's poor. To make a sustained impact on reducing poverty, trade development strategies must empower women. The shakeout in demand for goods and services resulting from the food, fuel and financial crisis raises important questions. How can we convert export potential into revenue that fosters human development and reduces poverty? We need to focus on business sectors that have both export potential and high human development impacts, particularly for women. We need to assess and address gender-based constraints to trade. We need to empower women so that they too can power trade.